So welcome back to Tucson RV Solar. Today we are on site in Benson, Arizona, which, as you can see, has nice views all around. It was 23 degrees this morning, so we're not too happy about that. But anyway, in here with another customer. This one doing a full Victron installation on a Bounder. Going to put 1200 watts of solar up on the roof. The 3000 volt amp inverter. He's got two LiTime batteries that we're going to integrate into the system, and then we're going to move his batteries. And so, just like every other install, it's going to be custom. So what we had to do first is figure out where we're going to put it. He's happy for everything to go under his bed in the back, and you're going to see plenty of that space. Deleted his generator already, so we've already gone underneath to make sure where we could run our wires out from under the bed, under the coach, so that we could get it to where we needed to go. That was one of the steps. We'd already pre-drilled our hole for that. His existing chassis batteries, or coach batteries, are up here. So obviously these are going to be deleted, and then we're going to tie into the 12 volt system up in here. The good thing for this rig is that since he has already deleted his generator, we're going to be able to use the 2-gauge cable that was running from here all the way to the back, so we don't have to run that extra cable. Definitely going to save us a little time. Did some prep already, so since it's so cold, we're working on the inside. With that, we're going to snap to the inside real quick. All right, so as you can see, here's where things have already started happening. Customer raised the bed up out of the way, giving us plenty of access. So the first thing we did was actually remove all the carpet from underneath. Did a dry fit for our batteries to make sure they would fit, and they fit like a champ there. Great thing that we can do here is getting prepped for adding additional batteries later on. So the angle iron or angle aluminum that we're going to use to secure the batteries, we're just going to make that one long enough to be able to do 3, and he can actually fit a 4th battery all the way up because we removed a false wall there. Victron inverter is going to lay on its back, which will give plenty of ventilation space up in the front since we removed the false wall, more so than the 4 inches minimum required. Our solar controller and all the rest of the gear is going to go around the side and the front of this wall. But we are going to take his battery cutoff switch and the solar disconnect switch, and those are going to be mounted on the outside here, so he never has to raise his bed unless there's some type of event going on. Just to make sure the structure stays in place, all the gear that we're going to mount on this side is going to be mounted on these boards, which we've already pre-cut and painted, and then that'll add the rigidity back into here. And then just as a precaution in the middle, I've got some extruded aluminum that we're going to brace the middle part and to give him plenty of structural rigidity in the middle of the bed. So no worries at all. And then the last thing, since it's going under the bed, we know that this is going to generate heat when it's either inverting, pulling a lot of amps, or it's charging, putting out a lot of amps. We're going to add some additional fans for ventilation. So on this side, we're going to be have a computer fan bringing air in, so that's the air conditioned air coming from the AC right above my head, and then back over here shooting that air out, all the heated air, so that we can make sure and keep it nice and cool underneath here, and have that inverter and the solar controller perform to the maximum of their specifications. And since we are kind of tight on space with the solar controller, we've got a flat mounted blower fan that we're actually going to mount underneath it to push air up and through the fins, and that'll help strip away some of that heat so it can perform to the maximum efficiency. So that's where we are now. More to follow later on. 1200 watts. All done in the freezing wind. So here we are with the finished product for today. So under his bed, We took out the back wall, put some aluminum extrusion in the middle, so it supports his weight, or the weight of the mattress even more than it did. It's got his two LiTime 280s right here, so 560 amp hours total. Powering his Victron inverter. That's the 12 volt 3120 for a 30 amp rig. We got the Lynx distributor down here. We did the hack on it so the light works. We got all the power going through the shunt. Servo GX wired in over here. Bundled all the wires together. You can see them running out the back. We're going to seal that up now, and then we got the 150/85 there. And then you might be thinking, wow, that could generate a lot of heat, and that's true. Even though the inverter has a built-in fan, what we did was actually added 2 more fans. We got a computer fan right there, bringing air in, the cold air from his air conditioner, and the backside pushing air out, all that superheated air. And all that is controlled via a relay in the Servo GX. So once it hits 99 degrees inside this compartment, it kicks on. Did it last night, worked like a champ all night, and got the temperature down below 90 degrees every single time. So keeping everything nice and cool inside this compartment to maximize his efficiency overall. And with that, we're going to finish up outside, get the panels up, and then we can do our final testing on the solar side of the house. And this job will be complete.